Hello there, guys, gals, and non-binary pals. My name is Ruby, and today is another episode of a show I like to call Ruby Reads, where I find things all over the internet and I read them for your enjoyment. Today we're going to be looking at r/Neckbeard stories. I know it's been a little bit, and I've been AFK, I've been going through some mental stuff, as well as lack of motivation, but I'm back, and I'm ready to read, so let's get right into the video. But before we do that, if you like this video, give it a like, dislike this video, give it a like anyway, and now we can get into the video. This is called Stinky Neckbeard Has a Good Reason to Be Late. Hello everyone, this is my first time posting something on Reddit. Not sure how to begin, but let's start with a little background info for the story. One of many, if there is interest. So, some years ago, from early 2013 to late 2015, I lived in a pretty well-known, in my country at least, home for teenagers with autism, for when living at home just doesn't work anymore. I'm not going to completely describe my mental health, but let's say that I had explosive anger issues. Those almost 3 years were absolutely awful, and a lot of shit happened there. There was also an enormous amount of, you guessed it, neckbeards. I will post many more stories here if interest is high enough, and trust me, the stories are wild. So for this specific story, we go to the town of Oosterbeek? I don't know. Famous for being a key location during World War II, the holier-than-thou smug people in the autism hellhole. The cast: OP, me of course, about 18 or 19 at the time in the summer of 2015, still an angry dick but not as bad as when I first got there. An angry depressed sack of fat, starving for a fun weekly activity. Cool counselor, or CC, one of many counselors at this place, sharing an interest with most of the teenagers living there, like D&D and gaming. He wasn't the only good counselor, but there were only a few. Stinkbeard, or SB, one of many neckbeards, but by far the stinkiest. Like most neckbeards, showering was optional for him, even in the hot summer, when his extreme body fat, worse than mine, made him sweat like a chunk of cheap cheese left outside the fridge for 2 days. Sheesh, that must be a lot. On one fateful spring morning, CC came up with the idea of organizing a weekly D&D group, which my depressed ass would immediately sign up for, along with SB, who was on his 7th slice of chocolate sprinkle loaded bread. The D&D games themselves were pretty fun. Not a lot of cringe happened during sessions, it was what happened between sessions that was the problem. When it was time for the first session, everyone was on time with me and CC being early. SB would not show up himself, so me and CC went to go check on him. We knocked on the door of his room. The smell already smellable through the closed door, but there was no answer. CC, being a counselor and being responsible for the teens, would open the door to check if something was wrong. It was then that we were both punched in the face by the terrible smell of sweat, farts, rotting food, and dried up guy fluids. The thought of Okay, I'm good. And there he was, the stinkiest of beards, completely naked except for his headphones, his ding-dong the size of a thumb in one hand, and his phone, which was showing a naked cartoon girl of questionable age in the other. Before I could vomit, CC quickly closed the door and told me to go to the conference room where we would have our D&D sessions. Needless to say, I told everyone present about what happened, and it generated a lot of, in hindsight, pretty mean laughs. When SB would finally appear from our sessions, everyone looked at him with giant grins, holding in the laughter. SB: Hey guys, sorry I'm late, what did I miss? CC, obviously knowing the answer to his question: Why are you late, SB? We were all waiting for you. I was watching a movie and forgot the time. Well, did you at least wash your hands? We want to start. I know it sounds like an r/that happened thing to say, but yes, everyone burst out laughing. The rest of the day went pretty smoothly. I'm sorry if this first story seems quite mild after describing this hellhole the way I did, but trust me, there's a lot more to say about Stinkbeard and his fellow beards. Please let me know if I should make a sequel or a story about another beard. Hope you all died of cringe. Good night. Whew! That was a little short of a story, but that included a lot. I think my favorite part was that they called his pecker a thumb. Just the shape of a thumb. I don't know why. It just sounds so funny because I can actually just, like, I look at my thumb and I can picture it. Like, I have smaller thumbs, right? Like, my hands are big while my thumbs are small. It's really weird. But just the thought of it is just so funny to me. I don't know why. Like, maybe it could be like a hitchhiker's thumb, so it's like bent weird. I don't know. It's just funny to me to think about. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed that story. I will put the link down below to it, as well as in the video we will have the name and the name of OP, the Reddit account, and yeah. So hope you have a great day. Know you're beautiful. I hope you enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching. It always means the world to me whenever I see any views. I got a new mic. I hope you guys like how the sound quality is. I like it more because it's more broadcasty and just feels more like podcast than my other microphone that kinda didn't feel as intimate like this one does with you guys. But yeah, stay happy, healthy, and hydrated, and I'll see you in the next video. See you!